They know he's there.
By an icicle immediately, and it's kind of an awkward composition because they've got, well, we'll see how much damage they can get done with the poke, see if they can pick off Jae Hong.
Now Jae Hong on that end a little bit. Well, he gets eliminated by Miro, who's immediately all over that Widowmaker. Probably going to see a swap there. Aron getting onto the point right away. Genji v Genji. We'll see if he can take him out in the building there. Yep, there goes Yuki. And already South Korea doing pretty well at keeping Australia off the point.
Yeah, good reaction immediately by South Korea, identifying the Widowmaker threat. They can make the Nano Blade combo work, but South Korea is going to have the same tools to work with in just a few seconds.
If you're a Genji, though, I mean, Winston is kind of your kryptonite in a lot of cases, and when that Winston is being played by Miro, you're going to have a little bit of trouble here. Eska, though, has a Blizzard available, going to drop it in the choke right off the bat. Going after HeyKatie, who switched over to the Tracer a little while ago, and immediately South Korea just pushing Australia back. Only Turmo living to tell the tale for the moment. Nope, he's dead too.
Well, it was over.
Nobody lives to tell the... Only we live to tell the tale, Monty. HeyKatie on the Roadhog now as well.
Yeah, Australia going for a beefy composition here.
Yeah, just trying to live.
Just power their way through and live on the point. But
they're being funneled right where South Korea wants them, though. I think Zunba was looking for a Graviton Surge, finds it now. And where's the follow-up? Jae Hong firing into that crowd as well, too. Tyrong. And you know what? Who even needs DPS players? Your tanks and supports can get all the kills. Yeah, that's fine.
Wow,
I like that.
Right there, they set themselves up for an extremely good Graviton Surge. Australia caught while they were trying to rotate up into the sheer, which is going to be one of the last of the game.
You kind of wonder what they were wanting to do. It looked like they maybe just wanted to go down the middle, but they did kind of get funneled this way. They're taking the high ground now, but they get cut off by the ice wall. Turmo still has that Graviton Surge. Meanwhile, Blizzard does go down from Eska. South Korea trying to find a way to take out the rest of the team, and it looks like they find it. Yeah, everybody just grouped up. Zunba with that high charge, doing tons of damage on the Zarya. Not much to say. I mean, South Korea just manhandling Australia right now.
Well, Doa, at this point in the game, as we head down...
Anubis too, as he goes in, gets a couple. Aron with the cleanup. There's the Primal Rage. Blizzard on the point as Australia tries to take it, but we're into overtime already. And as the kills come in, another Graviton Surge for Zumba at the end. A couple more kills for Australia right at the end of that map, but in the end, it will be 6-100 right now. South Korea versus Australia. Doesn't get much more one-sided than that, does it?
I mean, Australia was somewhat close to taking point A on that last push. They did pick up
a little bit.
5 out of, but the amount of healing that you've got on the Australian composition should mean that you are able to survive and try and land one of those hooks.
Yeah, refs can block a lot of those left clicks from Genji coming in, so we'll be charging that as fast. Jae Hong already looking for some kills on the Ana, has to avoid the Winston as he fights on the defensive, but they're just going to walk right in. Aron with a kill already. Miro getting aggressive on the Winston too. And Jae Hong taking the high ground on the side, more or less untouched. Miro jumping onto the point at half health, but he's getting support. And with Zumba and Aron getting those kills already, things are looking pretty good for South Korea. Getting a bit of time on the point already. Miro has that Primal Rage, and he's going to jump right to spawn to try to make sure nobody gets back. What are you going to do when Miro's in your face already? Well, the answer is going to be not much. And South Korea going to take Temple of Anubis right here. 7:05 left on the clock. That was
55 seconds on the take, Doa.
Fans included.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Korea going to go for a pretty long-range poke composition. Eska on the McCree, one of, if not his best here, and Arhan going to be rocking the Hanzo, so they're going to be looking to take out Rev's shield as fast as possible right here and get those long-range pickoffs, taking the bridge.
Yeah, a Miro on the Reinhardt as well, which is something we don't see as often, but he can play it if the situation demands.
Yeah, typically on his team he plays Winston Zarya, but in times of need, Noah.
Yep, I mean, he's still capable of playing it. Gets pinned, though. And he will actually, no, he'll get the pin. And so far so good as Aron now on that Hanzo. And South Korea already taking a good position over the point here.
HeyKatie picking up a kill, though. They haven't been able to deal with Turbo. Who's just going to use the tracking on the Zarya. Take out, but sleep darts have been so clutch from Jae Hong coming in here straight into a flashbang on the fan the head hammer wake up. So that'll be a quick first cap here, and they will start pushing the battering ram over.
What we haven't seen a lot of yet is Aron's actually switched over to that Bastion now as the point gets rolling. So pushing all the way up to the bridge as Turmo runs for cover here.
Yeah, and they're going to have to concede. The Australians will have to concede the high ground, and they're going to push them all the way back to the double doorway here at the choke, and they're just going to try and not let them through at all. This is a very bold move, but it gives a lot of space to push the payload for free as Arhan is going to spray it with thanks and ride it all the way. D.Va going to come out to try and counteract the damage from the Bastion.
Yeah, well, a Bastion gets slept. Earthshatter comes in. This is Australia's chance to fight back your nano boost.
The damage from the Bastion.
Yeah, well, a Bastion gets slept. Earthshatter comes in. This is Australia's chance to fight back your nano boost on the Reinhardt as well. As Crew tries to fight Aran in a good position. He's got the sound barrier. Somebody has to do something about this Bastion here. Nano boost comes in. He's got configuration tank though. And South Korea will continue rolling to victory here. A celebratory rocket jump for Arhan, and they'll roll right up to the gate, it looks like.
Wow. So an attempt there trying to counteract, but they were controlling the choke point so well there wasn't really any opportunity.
But then it just seems like the follow-up was a bit disjointed, and South Korea had time to kind of regroup as a nano boost goes on to Arhan now as he's just sitting on top of the payload, wreaking havoc. Eska grabbing a couple kills as well, and it just doesn't look like there's anything Australia can do to stop these guys.
So you got to hit the sleep darts onto the Bastion in that situation. You have to do it if he's on a mobile target, and if he's going to be the one that gets a nano boost, you can't just sit there and use your cooldowns differently. So it's just been an easy ride here.
Oh, tank time. All right. Well, Aran gets into the high ground. He rocket jumps up there right away for a bit more of a defensive position. Gets one as South Korea tries to regroup. Back on the point again. Hashtag thanks. And that is going to be it as South Korea is going to absolutely rock Eichenwald here. A cool 4:24 left on the clock as they finish off their offensive round, and smiles all around. It's pretty dominating, isn't it?
I don't know the last time I saw an Eichenwald time before 24. That is a huge
is the day.
That's what Blizzard tells us, at least. And he has the turrets placed up right underneath the archway. Biro played a forward position.
That's what you do.
Australia going to be looking for flanks here with the Tracer and the Genji.
Well, what South Korea's put together here is just ridiculously disgusting zone control defense. I mean, you're going to have so much damage flying through every single area you're trying to get into. It's going to be brutal.
Katie looks like they have been caught up by a Junkrat trap there to start things off.
Trying to get into. It's going to be brutal.
Katie looks like they have been caught up by a Junkrat trap there to start things off, and then quickly finished off. Of course, they would not be expecting traditionally a Junkrat. They are going to swap over to the D.Va.
All right, onto the high ground goes Zunba as he continues firing away with that Junkrat. Grabs the kill onto Yuki. That Genji going down very, very quickly.
But Tyrone dying is huge.
It is, but Refs does, Refs gets on the point, dies right away. In a lot of cases, it is big if you lose that Symmetra early on, but because the team wipe looks like Dragon Blade popped up. Yeah, Nano boost the Symmetra. Here we go again. We'll see what he can get. Going after the Genji, a good target. Yuki does take out Jaehong though. Tyrong again, not getting any kills. Shockingly, the Nano boosted Symmetra doesn't do as much work as they were hoping, but Refs does get taken down before he can destroy Eska. And with those kills, that will be it. South Korea with a crushing victory over Australia. Kind of what we were expecting, but that was super one-sided, man. 132 to 20.